What's up, people? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Santi. If you're already here, kindly smash the like button. If you're new, kindly subscribe to the channel and support your boy as I push my way to 10,000 subscribers. In this video, we're going to discuss the talking point from Sheffield 0, Arsenal 6. Look guys, whatever Arteta is cooking is really cooking. I can't even lie, because the way this team is playing at the minute, we are comfortably the best team in Europe top 5 league, if not the world at large. Because the way we are playing, not only the result, I'm not even talking about the scoreline right now. The way we are playing, how much we limit teams against us, they literally cannot do anything against us. I'm not saying this because we play Sheffield United tonight. I know they've been really poor in the league this season. They've conceded a lot of goals. I think this is their third game on the bounce that they are conceding 5 plus goals at home, back to back. That's a record, a bad record in the league for any team. So yeah, we've played Liverpool, we've played West Ham, we've played Newcastle, and we completely played all of these teams off the park. And it's not like they're poor teams, they're very quality side, but at the same time we've managed to blow them away without them, being able to do anything against us. If you look at the start from today's game, it's just so ridiculous how we played today and how many records we broke in today's game alone. Ball possession was 80.7 to Sheffield 19.3. Sheffield had 0 shots on target, Arsenal had 10 shots on target. Sheffield had 4 shots in total, Arsenal had 22 shots. Sheffield had 340 touches, Arsenal had 1,036 touches in that game. Sheffield made 212 passes, Arsenal made 892 passes. Sheffield made 14 tackles to Arsenal 7, 32 clearances to Arsenal 6, 0 corners to Arsenal 7. There were two offsides to Arsenal's 5. And the fact that Sheffield made 32 clearances and we still scored 6 goals show how much we dominated them in that game. And if you look at the field tilt, you're not going to believe what it looks like. It was an absolute dominance. This is so unbelievable. Arsenal had 90.6% free hit to Sheffield 9.4%. I don't think we've dominated any team in the league this season. So to the best of my knowledge, I don't think we've done this to any team in the league this season. That first half, they only managed 0.03 XG, which was even better than what Newcastle did last week. Newcastle managed 0.00. So yeah, they were better in that first half than Newcastle was last week. Do you know how ridiculous that is? And in our last 7 games, this is our 7th win in a row in the Premier League. Arsenal 5, Crystal Palace 0. Nottingham Forest 1, Arsenal 2. Arsenal 3, Liverpool 1, West Ham 0, Arsenal 6. Burnley 0, Arsenal 5, Arsenal 4, Newcastle 1. And Sheffield 0, Arsenal 6. We've scored as much goal as Manchester United has scored all season in this second half of the season alone. Do you know how ridiculous that is? And one more thing that's so interesting in this Arteta system: shots considered per game against XG considered per shot. Now what this means is how many shots we've considered per teams in the Premier League have considered per game. And what XG per shot considered means is the quality of chances created from every shot that we've considered. Now, if you look at Manchester United, they are 17th on the table when it comes to shots considered per game, and they are way higher when it comes to quality of shots they faced in the league so far. Manchester City, on the other hand, I think they are the first team on the table when it comes to shots considered per game, and Arsenal are second. But if you look at where we are on the quality of chances created from XG we've considered per shot, you can see where we are, right? You see how ridiculous that is compared to the rest of the league. Even far away from Manchester City, far away from Liverpool. I think the closest team to us is Everton in that regard. And it doesn't make sense what we've been doing. Look at this. How does this make any sense? Bro, we're such a good team, man. I can't even lie. We're so good. We've got rival fans wishing they are us right now. We've got rival fans jealous. They are Arsenal right now. Some are even running mad on the timeline because of how much they hate this team and how bad they want us to fail. But the fact that we've been so good and, week in, week out consistently is driving a lot of people crazy. a lot of people that doesn't support Arsenal, and some Arsenal fans that are not a big fan of Arteta, not a big fan of the project, can't really say much right now. They can't criticize anything in this team right now, and it's just so good to see how good we're playing. And I really want us to take these into the Champions League against Porto next week. If we take this kind of performance, this kind of energy into that game, we're blowing them away. Absolutely, I'm so confident we're doing that. But before we go on, let's talk about the performance of William Saliba. With a rating of 7.6 in that game, Saliba made 1 clearance, 1 interception, 0 tackles, 0 dribble pass, 0 block shot, 180 touches, the most of any Arsenal player in a Premier League game in history, and had 97% accurate passes, completed 169 of 174 passes, 2 accurate long balls, 1 of 2 grand draws, 1 of 1 area draws, lost possession 6 times, fouls 1, was fouled once. Do you know how ridiculous that is, that a defender is having 180 touches in a 90 minutes game football? That's just so ridiculous. Before we go on, I would love to talk about Kivio as well, who has been really consistent in recent games. Has had 4 goal contribution in his last 5 appearances for the club in the league. Is not giving up that position anytime soon. I'm not even capping. But let's look at his numbers from today's. He played 90 minutes from that game, had 1 assist, had 1 clearance, 1 blocked shot, interceptions 1, tackles 2, 90 touches, 92% pass accuracy, completed 72 of 78 passes, 1 key pass, completed 0 of 2 crosses, 1 long ball, completed 1 long ball, 1-2 of 3 grand draws, and 1-3 of 4 area draws. It's just it's been so decent in recent weeks. And if you look at our defensive numbers from the Saliba stats and Kivio stats, you can see that they really didn't have much to do defensively. And one more thing I must mention is David Raya has the easiest job in the world right now, and it will be the same for any goalkeeper in that position. Ramsdale, put anybody there. We hardly face shots or threats in that. It's just he must be so bored in that position. And today made it. I think today he became the goalkeeper in the league with highest number of clean sheets, and is on route to becoming the Golden Glove winner in this season if he can manage to stay up there. I mean, and I'm so confident he can achieve it, because just the way we're playing, if we continue playing like this, till May, to the end of the season, we really stand, a big chance at winning the league and even going far in the Champions League. So yeah, why not? Another person I would love to talk about his performance is Declan Rice. Once again, was absolutely incredible. What a goal from him as well. Took his goal well, played 74 minutes, scored 1 goal, had 62 touches, completed 44 of 45 passes at 89% accuracy, 2 key passes, 1 accurate cross, 1 accurate long ball out of 2, 3 shots on target, 2 shots got blocked, 3 or 4 grand draws, lost possession 8 times. It was an incredible performance from him, and it wasn't even like he's stressful, but he didn't have to do much. Everything was so easy, and it was so nice to see him get subbed off in the 74th minute to get enough rest ahead of Brentford on Saturday. Saka was subbed off in I think after first half as well. He's been long due this rest. I mean, he plays a lot of minutes, and if you look at what is happening to young players like Pedri, Gavi in La Liga, you really have to manage his minutes. We're considering over the last 4 years, he's played a lot of games, especially the last 2 seasons. So yeah, it was so good to see him get subbed up. But in today's game, what baffled me most was how many records we managed to break or equal in this game today. First of all, Arsenal in the Premier League this season, most goals scored, most clean sheets, fewest goals conceded, fewest shots on target faced. Mikel Arteta has created a monster. This is literally the best time to be an Arsenal fan. I mean, kids that support Arsenal today will be going to school tomorrow, chatting to their friends about how their team won 6-0 last night, and the previous game they beat Newcastle 4-1. Before then, it was Burnley 6-0, and before then, it was I think West Ham 5-0. Before then, it was Liverpool. So much to brag about. Me growing up, I had to explain to my friends in the middle of Ramadan why and how Arsenal lost 8-2 to Manchester United, how we bottled 4-0 against Newcastle, Chikotay, may he so rest in perfect peace. So yeah, we're so good at the minute, but that's not the end of it. When it comes to start from this game, we're just getting started. 5 Arsenal players have been directly involved in 10 plus Premier League goals this season. Bukayo Saka has had 21 goals contributions in the Premier League. Martin Odegaard 12, Gabriel Martinelli 10, Declan Rice 10, Kai Havertz 10. No team has more players in double figures. Do you know how crazy that is? And this is one thing I've always said, about goal scoring striker or no goal scoring striker. I'm not saying we don't need one. We definitely need one, but I'm saying teams can actually play without a recognized goal scorer. So far, the entire team, get their shooting boots on. They're converting their chances. We've seen Liverpool do it over the years. We've seen City. I think City's highest goal scoring campaign in the league, they did it without a goal scoring striker, if I'm correct. But one thing I'm sure of is the season before they signed Haaland, they actually scored more goals without a recognized goal scorer in the team than they did the following season when Haaland came in and scored near over 30 league goals. So yeah, why not? And another one, Arsenal are the first team in English Football League history to win 3 consecutive away games by 5+ goals, and they didn't concede a single one. 6-0 away at West Ham, 5-0 away at Burnley, and 6-0 win away at Sheffield United. I mean, this is overfeeding. Next one is an interesting stat about William Saliba, which I mentioned earlier. William Saliba had 180 touches against Sheffield United, the most by an Arsenal player in a single Premier League game on record. And in that 180 touches, he attempted 174 passes, completed 169 passes, only misplayed 5 passes. How ridiculous is that? Made 16 final third entries and was dribbled past 0 times. I mean, Sheffield United didn't do anything going forward, so no way anybody could have been. I'll be surprised and shocked if a single Arsenal player out there was dribbled past in that game tonight, because we gave them close to nothing. And now the next one, Kai Havertz. Somebody who was already labeled flop of the season before even kicking a single ball in an Arsenal shirt has now had more goal contribution in the league than Bruno Fernandes, who has 9, Raheem Sterling, who has 9, Luis Diaz, who has 9, Musa Diaby, who has 9, Cody Gakpo, who has 8, Dejan Kulusevski, who has 8, Marcus Rashford, who has Jeremy Doku, who has been the standard for wingers in the Premier League in the first half of the season. He has 7 goal contributions so far, 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. I mean, it's been so good, especially this second half of the season. He had some good games in the first half of the season, had some bad games, but this second half of the season, what has changed for me in his game is the fact that he's been consistent. He's been consistently good every single game. I can't even point out to one game where he was bad the second half of the season. So I'm so happy that somebody that was written off by so many people, even some Arsenal fans included, a guy on AFTV was shouting, "Oh, ship him off to do Saudi or whatever." I wonder how these people are looking at themselves now and how they are feeling. So yeah, I'm so happy for him. He's finally found his boot, and I hope he keep this up till the end of the season and even pick up from there next season. This brings us to the end of the video. It was an incredible performance from the team. Brentford next on Saturday, and Liverpool and Man City face each other the following day, which I hope they play out the most boring goalless draw we've ever seen in the history of the Premier League. So if we win against Brentford, we sneak our way to the top of the table and keep it going from there. And after then, we play Porto. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Who was your man of the match from the game? And what are your thoughts from the game generally? Your talking point, anything I missed, whatever you learned from the game, let me know in the comment section. And kindly smash the like button, share the video if you can. Thank you for your support, guys, so far. And massive shout out to Kimon, who made a new intro video for my channel. Massive shout out to you. I appreciate it. It's a kind gesture from him. I really appreciate it. So I'll see you guys on the next video.